Winter is knocking at the door, bringing with it freezing temperatures, raging fires, and now reports of a massive storm wave expected to hit in February. The combination of extreme cold and severe weather is making this season one of the most dangerous in recent memory. Now is the time to take precautions and stay prepared. Harsh winter conditions can escalate quickly, bringing power outages, icy roads, and life-threatening cold. Make sure your home is stocked with essentials, dress warmly, and stay updated on weather alerts. If a major storm is indeed on the horizon, being proactive can make all the difference. I've got an update for you on the upcoming winter storms and severe weather we're about to experience. These storms are going to hit very differently compared to the ones we've been discussing recently, where everyone was dealing with a massive Arctic blast and snow reaching all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. This is a bit of a return to normal winter patterns. However, we're still expecting some very impactful storms over the next couple of weeks. And I want to give you all a heads up on what we know so far. Northeastern U.S. cold air and snow squalls. First, we're still monitoring a major weather feature in the northern and northeastern United States. This is a jet stream with extremely fast winds thousands of feet above us, bringing in very cold air to the northeast. However, unlike last time, this cold air won't make its way into the southeast at the same rate. That's because we have a closed off upper level low helping to pull in warm air from the Gulf, the Pacific, and Mexico into the central U.S. As a result, we'll see severe weather developing in Texas and Louisiana, especially by Wednesday. This trough is once again pulling in moisture from the Pacific and the Gulf, while cold air remains locked in the center of this low pressure system. This combination is creating the perfect setup for a late January severe weather event in Texas. Severe weather threat in Texas and Louisiana. It looks like Wednesday's storms won't be as intense as Thursday's. By Thursday afternoon and evening, the winds at the 500 millibar level will strengthen significantly, increasing the potential for severe storms. With good wind shear in place, I'm particularly concerned about tornadoes as these storms move into eastern Texas and eventually into Louisiana. One factor working in our favor is the lack of significant convective energy. There isn't the same level of warm, humid air that we typically see in the spring and summer. This will likely limit the overall severity of the storms. However, the wind shear is so strong that tornadoes are still a real concern. Snow squalls and bitter cold in the Northeast. Meanwhile, in the Northeast, we're already seeing intense snow showers today, driven by a powerful polar jet dipping down from Canada. Expect several days of snow squalls across New England and significant lake effect snow, especially on the southeastern sides of the Great Lakes. For many areas, this will feel like winter on overdrive. While most of the region has already experienced its coldest air of the season, Maine in particular is expected to see a brutal cold snap by Wednesday. This morning, as I'm filming this, there are multiple snow squall warnings in effect for portions of Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania, and those will continue into the afternoon. By Tuesday afternoon, a larger shield of snow will move over the Great Lakes, dropping significant snowfall in southern Ontario, parts of southern Quebec, the Adirondacks, and northern New England by Wednesday, developing storms in the south and central U.S. Shifting our focus back to the south, that swirling low pressure system we've been tracking at the upper levels is now visible at the surface as we get closer to the event. The HRRR model shows accumulating snow in the Four Corners region, while in Texas, abundant moisture is surging up from the Gulf, colliding with colder air, fueling severe storms. By 8 p.m. Wednesday, expect widespread severe storms to break out across central Texas, possibly extending into the Red River region. The primary threats will be hail and damaging winds. The tornado threat will be lower on Wednesday, but will increase on Thursday as the system moves eastward. Key severe weather risk areas. For Wednesday, January 29th, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a marginal risk for severe weather across Dallas, Wichita Falls, Austin, and San Angelo. Be prepared for hail, strong winds, and a few isolated tornadoes. We've got a slight risk of severe weather on Thursday across southeast Texas and much of Louisiana, including Lake Charles, Alexandria, Monroe, and Ruston. Make sure you have a plan in place and know what to do when warnings are issued. I do believe we'll see a few tornado warnings, so don't get caught off guard. I know it's January and most of us don't want to be thinking about tornadoes, especially after recent snowfall in some of these areas. But this is a return to normal winter patterns. In fact, it's not uncommon to see tornadoes in Louisiana in late January. Snowfall in the Southwest and developing storms. It's not just severe weather we're watching. Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona are also set to receive a decent amount of snow. Some people have speculated about a major snowstorm, but that doesn't seem likely. However, we will see some solid snowfall, especially in the higher elevations of southern Colorado and northern New Mexico. This will wrap up by Thursday afternoon. From there, our main focus shifts back to severe weather and heavy rainfall, which will develop over the Mississippi River Valley and extend into the southwestern Ohio Valley. Secondary snow band and flash flooding concerns behind the main storm system. A secondary snow band will set up, bringing accumulating snow to areas like Chicago, Detroit, southern Ontario, Cleveland, and Buffalo. This will extend into interior New England with snow continuing into Friday. As for snow totals, I'm not 100% sure yet. However, I am confident that flash flooding will be a major concern. From Dallas all the way into southwestern Kentucky, including Little Rock and Memphis, we'll see torrential downpours due to the surge of Gulf moisture. Flash flooding will be a particular issue on Wednesday and Thursday across northeast Texas, Arkansas, the Missouri, Blue Hill, southern Illinois, western Kentucky, and western Tennessee. Snowstorm potential in the northern U.S. Again, I'm not ready to commit to specific snow totals, but areas from Chicago through upstate New York and into Maine could see decent snowfall. Even Nova Scotia looks to get some accumulation. At a minimum, I'd expect 2 to 4 inches across much of this region by Friday and Saturday. This will add to the light snow falling over the next few days from clipper systems and snow squalls. However, this upcoming storm looks more persistent and part of a larger system, so be prepared. While it won't bring feet of snow, it will still be a notable winter storm. Looking ahead, you did a stormy February, looking even further ahead between February 2nd and February 6th. Temperatures will be above average in the south and below average in the north. The boundary between warm and cold air will shift, setting up a very active storm pattern. Check out this Ben Knoll image showing the first part of February. Notice how many cold air pulses will be dropping from Canada and the Arctic region. However, every single cold plunge will be preceded by a warm air surge. This is a classic signal for a stormy February. I expect multiple snowstorm chances, especially for the plains and northern U.S., where snowfall has been lacking. Increased severe weather risk from the southern plains into the southeast, possibly extending into the Ohio Valley. Stay updated and be prepared. It's shaping up to be an active February, so make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. I plan to be here every day with updates. If a storm is coming or there's an important development, latest update. The weather's about to change dramatically starting tomorrow and Thursday with severe weather and snow squalls moving into the northeast. This cold blast coming in after the first week of February, following a significant warm-up, will create a clash of severe weather, heavy snow, and freezing rain. This system is shaping up to be a major storm, covering the entire eastern side of the lower 48 states. As this cold front moves in today, snow squalls and severe weather will continue through tomorrow. The chances of snow squalls are around 20% in the yellow-orange section, but they increase to 60% in the red section. Additionally, gusty winds will sweep from the Midwest toward the Northeast, with wind gusts ranging from 40 to the low 50-mile-per-hour range throughout the day. The National Weather Service has issued a warning. If you are driving in snow squalls, please pull over and wait it out. These conditions will lead to whiteouts, making travel extremely dangerous. By tomorrow morning, conditions will become even more hazardous, especially along major interstates in Pennsylvania and New York. Severe weather in the south. As the storm system moves south, severe weather will develop tomorrow. Dew points will rise, reaching at least 55 degrees Fahrenheit, a key threshold for severe weather. By the afternoon, dew points will climb into the high 50s and even reach the 60s later in the evening, spreading into Louisiana and parts of southern Mississippi. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for my next update.